We get back to that breaking news we mentioned earlier. The Boy Scouts of America filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as they face hundreds of sex abuse lawsuits.
Yeah, the filing sets in motion what could be one of the most complex bankruptcies ever. Daybreak's Hannah Davis is live at the company's headquarters in Irving. And Hannah, this is something many would have expected to happen.
Yes, we actually had a report on this a couple months ago. People watching the story develop, predicting that this would happen. We did hear from the officials overnight here at the Boy Scouts of America saying that they chose to go for bankruptcy for two reasons, saying, number one, it will allow them to continue their services to troops across the country. But number two, they say this will allow them to compensate victims from across the country. Let's take a look at the background here to see how we got here. Boy Scouts of America officials have faced allegations of abuse from troop leaders for decades. This is not new, but a new law in New York last year actually prompted a wave of claims against the Boy Scouts organization. Late last night, Boy Scouts leadership announced they were filing for bankruptcy, saying that was the best way to handle the financial burden of these cases, to support victims and to keep services running for current troops. They also said it would allow them to create a victims compensation fund. But a few months ago, my colleague Jason Whiteley spoke to an attorney representing 7 victims about why the Boy Scouts might file for bankruptcy. He said it's all about strategy. Take a listen.
Bankruptcy is a strategic tool that companies like the Boy Scouts use for tactical advantage. It provides the Boy Scouts with what's called a bar date. That means that there is a date by which all abuse survivors have to come forward or they will lose their rights.
So the Boy Scouts of America issued this statement that reads in part, quote, "The BSA cares deeply about all victims of abuse and sincerely apologizes to anyone who was harmed during the time scouting. We are outraged that there have been times when individuals took advantage of our programs to harm innocent children. While we know nothing can undo the tragic abuse these victims suffered, we believe the Chapter 11 process with the proposed trust structure will provide equitable compensation to all victims while maintaining the BSA's important mission." Of course, this is a developing story. This announcement coming down overnight. We're putting in a request to speak to officials here in the Irving-based headquarters. We'll let you know what we hear. Mark, Kara, back to you guys.
All right, and as you can imagine, the story getting a big reaction online. We are going to dive deeper into what this means for the 110-year-old organization. Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the state of the Boy Scouts of America. You can use the hashtag #IamUp. Last week, our investigative team talked with 2 North Texas men about an alleged abuse incident at the hands of a Boy Scout leader. You can watch the full story right now at WFAA.com.